Hello Scapers and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I'm your host, 9HP. First off, how the game works. Right below me is where a question followed by 4 possible answers is located. These questions will get progressively harder as the game goes on, with 10 questions in total. Only one of the 4 possible answers will be the correct one. If the question is answered correctly, the money bar on the right will move up 1 and the contestant will move on to a harder question. As you can see, the 5th question is white. This is the halfway point. If a contestant makes it to this point, they will leave with 1 mil even if they lose later on in the game. All questions will have something to do with Runescape, from lore, in-game items, and Runescape history, all the way to legendary Runescape players. After each correct answer, the contestant will choose to take the money and run, or continue on to the next question. This will be asked between each question before moving on. Keep in mind, once the new question is asked, it is no longer possible to take the money and run. Below the money bar are 2 lifelines. A contestant can only use 1 lifeline per game. Once a lifeline has been used, the green square between them will turn red. The left lifeline is called Save from the Grave. If a player answers a question incorrectly, they will be given a second chance to answer a completely new question correctly. Save from the Grave is only available up to the halfway point, aka question number 5. The other lifeline is called Question Reroll. This lifeline can be used on any question except the 10th and final one. If a contestant does not know the answer to their question, they can type Question Reroll before the countdown ends instead. This entitles the contestant to a fresh, new question, giving them a second chance at moving up to the next. Now time for the rules. To prevent contestants from simply Googling the answer, they will be given the A, B, C, and D answer first, followed by the question. Once the question is asked, I will begin a countdown from 3. Each number stays on the screen for approximately 4 seconds, so the player will have 12 seconds in total to answer with A, B, C, or D. Once the final second is reached, I will ask final answer. If the player has not answered by the time the question disappears, they lose the game, no exceptions. Before the game starts, each contestant must turn their private messages off, along with temporarily leaving their clan chats and joining my friend's chat for the duration of the game. If at any time a player is caught cheating, they will be instantly disqualified. Every contestant will always be selected at random. There are several methods of which I will go about doing so. In-game, I may decide to enter a populated area, friend's chat, or clan's chat. I will then ask a single question. The first player to answer the question correctly is the winner. I will also have a secondary method for my YouTube subscribers. After a game is posted, I may ask in the comments section for a contestant drawing. If you are subscribed to my channel, simply post a number under my post in order. If other subscribers have already posted their number, say up to 20, then you would post 21. Please do not post more than once, and be sure you are not the same number as another player, as each subscriber is only eligible to 1 number. I will then roll this 100-sided dice to select the winner in the future video. If there are less than 100 subscribers, then I will roll until the sub number is rolled. I plan to release episodes based on the last game played. If a player wins the 25 mil question, it might be a bit longer before a new episode is posted. However, if several players only win a few million, then it is likely that I will release several episodes until a higher winner prevails. I will also have special events. Let's say a New Year's episode where you can win up to 100 mil instead of the normal 25 mil. Or there may be a special themed episode, so instead of the question being random Runescape questions, they might be based on, let's say, legendary players, game lore, or even the history of discontinued items, just to name a few. Lastly, as far as funding goes for this mini-series, I have a combat account with quite a large amount of gold, as I do not use any of it on my skiller, so I figured why not just put it towards something enjoyable instead of sitting there and wasting away. I do accept donations for fueling more episodes and high-stakes special events, and 100% of the money will go to this mini-series. But please do not feel obligated, because after all, this is just for fun and because I really enjoy testing the community's knowledge. All of the information and rules that I have just said will be posted in the description at the bottom. Anywho, now that we know the rules, let's begin.